and gentlemen, welcome back to the Big Fight Field channel where we speak the truth, we be honest, we give our takes on AEW. Tonight it says the title is the AEW Rampage review, but really this is the hook party on the Big Fight Field channel tonight. We've waited so long for this, and by the way, Wesley Williams is not on the review tonight. He's missing out. But we got Cameron Johnson. We've been waiting for Hook's debut for so long. How long's it been since he's been in AEW? Wasn't it about a year? He debuted by attacking.
I think it's been about a year.
Yeah. Year later, man. The next big thing next to CM Punk's debut in AEW. The next big thing. But all jokes aside, he had an incredible debut tonight. We got a lot to talk about in that. Tonight's show, it's a pretty good show in my opinion. Mr. Cameron Johnson, how are you doing tonight, sir? Lay it on.
I am doing good, Mr. Conlon, bro. I am still in awe, bro. At the Hook debut, bro. I am still in awe, bro. We waited for this, bro. And they finally sent Hook. And all I know is if I'm on the AEW roster, bro, I'm fearing Hook, bro. That's all I know, bro. If I'm on the AEW roster, I am fearing getting in the ring with that man Hook, bro. He looked so smooth and oh my god, bro. I was watching Hook and with that guy right there. I said, fuck it, bro. Just put all the titles on that man Hook, bro. I done seen enough. Crown him, make him TBS champion, make him AEW champion. Fuck getting the tag team part. He can win the tag team titles by himself, bro. They don't want none of that right there, man. They don't want none of that, man. And if I'm Tony Khan, man, every time I go into a business meeting, I'm carrying Hook with me, bro. When it's time for AEW's TV contract when it's time for AEW to get a new TV contract, I'm sending Hook, and I'm having Hook just stare a hole. In him until they give me what I want, man. But I am doing good, Mr. Conlon. I appreciate you for having me on here tonight. I appreciate you for having me on tonight, man. I thought Rampage was a very good show, man. And I'm glad to be on the Big Fight Field channel to talk about it, man.
Listen. If I'm any opponent in AEW and I hear that theme song when I'm about to face Hook, I'm going to shit my pants. I would shit my pants, but no cap. Just with his theme song alone, the presentation, the lighting, the amateur wrestling, dude, he's going to be a huge star. He might as well be the fifth pillar. That's what people are saying on social media. He is going to be an AEW world champion, mark my words. And we'll talk more.
I saw people on Twitter, that four pillar shirt CM Punk wore on Dynamite. I saw someone on Twitter just replace all the pillars with Hook. And I don't have
just Hook?
Huh?
Just Hook?
Yeah, just Hook. It's a pillar on every one of them, and I laughed. I said, I've seen enough.
Bro, listen, Hook is AEW, okay? Okay? Hook is AEW at the end of the day. And we'll talk more about it when we get to the match with Fuego del Sol. Honestly, I thought it was the best thing on the show, if you ask me. So, we'll talk about it. We don't really have that much news to talk about with AEW. But before we do, if you guys have not already, be sure to go ahead and check out Wednesday's Dynamite review here on the channel. Talking about the Dynamite show in Long Island. They were there again tonight. It was a taped show. And then also yesterday, I uploaded it today. I did a podcast addressing the state of the Miami Dolphins. I did that with a friend who I go to college with. So if you haven't already, be sure to go ahead and check that out as well. Let's get into Rampage, bro. We actually opened up with the tag team title match, which I actually thought was going to be the main event of the show. But we had Rey Fenix and Penta against FTR. No entrances. We got right into the match for the tag team championships. Match was really good. I wouldn't say it was better than the match at Full Gear because, excuse me, because they couldn't have as much time as they needed compared to when they did at Full Gear. But the match was really good. Ray Phoenix and Penta win as expected to retain the AEW Tag Team Championships over FTR. There's no way FTR was going to win this match. I think this was just to extend the program a little bit. This was the final match. Lucha Bros retain, and now we move on. So I thought it was a really good match, and the Lucha Bros retained the AEW World Tag Team Championships to open up Rampage. Your thoughts, Mr. Johnson?
I thought this is a very good match, man. No surprise there. You got FTR, you got the Lucha Bros in there. I'm convinced at this point. FTR could carry a broomstick. Now, FTR, you can put FTR in the ring with a broomstick, and you can get a 5-star match out of him. That is how great FTR is. We know how great the Lucha Bros are. So you put them in the ring together, no surprise there. So you put them in the ring together, no surprise that you're going to get a great match out of them. And that's exactly what this was. And this was an excellent match. That's exactly what this was, man. This was a very good match. And they had a near fall on there that convinced me the titles are changing. They had a near fall on there where I was like, shit, they got me. I was like, shit, they got me. So anytime a match can do that, I really enjoy it. But I thought this is a very good match, man. But I thought this is a very good match, man. Lucha Bros retained the tag team titles as they should, and FTR continues to be one of the best tag teams in the world today, man. This is really good.
Yeah, so now we've moved on from the feud. Who do you see the Lucha Bros defending the tag team titles against next? I could see them doing defenses on Dynamite and Rampage, but really, I think their next program, it's kind of already been teased. I think it's Jurassic Express, because Christian Cage has been like, you guys are going to go for the tag team championships. You've been the #1 tag team ranked for weeks now. And I think we get that match. And I don't know, but I think that'll be the next big match, this big feud that we get with the Lucha Bros and Jurassic Express, and that will lead to Christian Cage turning on them. Do you agree with me or no?
I agree. I think last time I took a look at the AEW tag team ranks, I think Jurassic Express were ranked #1. They got the win on Dynamite. They got the win on Dynamite. If they got the win on Dynamite, if I remember correctly, so they should still be the #1 contenders, and so that is definitely a match I can see happening, and I can see them putting that match on the Battle of the Belt show. I can see them building in that match at I can see them building to that match at Battle of the Belts, since I would think, since the show's called Battle of the Belts, all championships will be on the line. So I could see them building there. So I could see them building in that match at Battle of the Belts. And I think that's where we get the Christian Cage heel turn. I think that's where Christian Cage turns heel. And we get Christian and Jungle Boy in the next couple months, which sounds like fun. Sign me up.
I could see that happening as well. I can also see them drag it out because why not? But yeah, I could see that well. But I think at the end of the day, the next feud is probably going to be Jurassic Express against the Lucha Bros. And by the way, Tony Khan just tweeted out 5 minutes ago. He said, "Send Hook to the moon because he was out of this world tonight." So Tony Khan is living up. He's falling into our hype with Hook. So I love it, man. I freaking love it. He is. Oh man, we gotta talk about this women's match. We'll get to the Sting Darby backstage segment, and then we'll get to it, ladies and gentlemen. We will get to it. We had a 6-woman tag with Ty Conti, Anna Jay, and Ruby Soho against Nyla Rose, The Bunny, and Penelope Ford. Nothing really special. The match was fine. The heels won after Nyla Rose pinned Anna Jay to get momentum before her match with Ruby Soho. I'm pretty sure we're going to get that match in the next couple weeks. And then the finals will be on either January 5th or Battle of the Belts, one of those shows. And the heels won. Match was fine. So I really don't have much to say about it, to be perfectly honest with you. What did you think?
I thought the match was. I thought the match was fine in all honesty. I thought the match was fine in all honesty. Nyla Rose getting the win. When Nyla Rose first got the pinfall, I was like, "Well, that's a weird decision." And then I remembered, and then I remembered that she's facing Ruby Soho in the tournament. So I was like, so that's why they did that. Because I completely forgot Nyla Rose was wrestling at Ruby Soho in the TBS Championship tournament. But I thought this is a fine 6 woman tag here. I thought this is a fine 6 woman tag here that helps Nyla Rose build momentum against her match against Ruby Soho, because Nyla Rose ain't winning that match. Or at least she should. Because Nyla Rose ain't winning that match. I bet the farm on it. Nyla Rose ain't winning that match when they have it against Ruby Soho. But I thought this is a good 6 woman tag here.
Yeah, no way she's winning that match against Ruby Soho. Match is probably going to happen soon. It could happen next week. It's going to happen very soon, along with the Jade Cargill and Thunder Rosa match, and also a match we could be seeing soon is Sting and Darby Allin versus FTR. More than likely in Greensboro, North Carolina, at the show you'll be going to. Honestly, that's cool with me. They had a great match at Grand Slam this past September. So if they want to run this back again, I have no problem with it. Tony Schiavone was talking to Sting. Sting didn't even get a word out. Tony Schiavone was like, last time you were in Greensboro, 1998, you fought for the world title. How's it going to feel like going back there in 2 weeks for the Holiday Bash? They then get attacked by FTR, and they throw Darby into the it was like a garage door, and then Tully had FTR hold on to Sting, and he gave him a low blow right to the nuts. And that was the end of that segment. And Cam, it looks like we're seeing FTR versus Sting and Darby Allin in Greensboro, my guy.
Hey man, that's perfectly fine with me. I enjoyed, like you said, I enjoyed the match they had at Grand Slam. So they want to run it back. Perfectly fine with me. Sting, obviously an icon in Greensboro, North Carolina. A lot of classic moments in the Greensboro, Coliseum, with the NWA and WCW, obviously. And my dad just walked into the room, and my dad. Fun fact about my dad: he does not like Sting. He does not like Sting at all. He does not like Sting at all. So he does not like Sting at all. So I'm looking forward to going to the show with him to see Sting live, so he can boost Sting. But I like the fact that they use FTR in this. FTR are classic old school NWA tag team, so
Yes.
it makes sense to put them in there with them. Also, FTR from North Carolina, easy way to get them on the show. I really do like that. My only thing is with this match, instead of making this a standard one-on-one match, I want them to add a stipulation to this. I want them to do false count anywhere for this. Where they can just brawl all over the building. That would really be my only thing about it, is I want to see them add a stipulation to it. But other than that, I enjoyed this a lot, man. I thought this is a fine segment, and it made sense for both teams, and it's an easy way to get Sting on the show in the Greensboro Coliseum. So I like this.
I like that idea, actually. Maybe they do FTR in the backstage segment, and this time Sting and Darby Allin attack FTR, and we get like a falls count anywhere or a street fight, something to that level, with the match. But that could make for a really fun match, in my opinion. They have the ability to do that. I don't know what feud they're going to put Sting and Darby Allin with. They have a while, because the pay-per-view's not until 3 months away. And also, I think FTR can afford a loss. Like, they just lost tonight, but they are one of the more established tag teams in AEW. And I think taking a loss to Sting and Darby Allin at Dynamite in Greensboro, I think is going to do them. They won't be affected by that whatsoever. Do you agree with me, or do you think they should win that match?
I agree. I don't think they'll be affected by it. I mean, yeah, they have taken yeah, they did lose tonight, but they lost to the AEW Tag Team Champions, and they beat and they beat the Death Triangle, and they beat the Death Triangle and they beat the Death Triangle last week. At least I think, didn't they win that match last week?
Yeah, they won.
Yeah, they beat the Death Triangle last week. And like I said, it's not like they lost to fucking Joe Blow. They lost to the Tag Team Champions. They lost to the Tag Team Champions. The person in kayfabe who's the best tag team in AEW. So I don't think it hurts. I don't think it harms Sting and Darby Allin. Not Sting and Darby Allin, because I don't think it harms FTR at all to lose to Sting and Darby Allin. I don't think it harms them at all.
Yeah. So you said it's not like they lost to Joe Blow. Why not put let's see, have them put over Luther and Serpentico? Why not? Why not?
They need to put. They need to put over the Factory, bro. They need to put over the Factory. QT Marshall, Anthony Ogogo, and put over the Factory, man.
Dude, for real. All right, folks, let's get down to business. Match of the night, 7-star match. I'm just kidding. The match was 5 minutes, but honestly, this was probably one of the best 5-minute matches I've seen in a long time. I'm not underestimating this. We had Fuego del Sol against the debuting Hook with Taz on commentary. You had these trends on social media. Did you see them? The trends about Hook on social media?
I haven't. I've been off social media most of the day.
Oh, so they made up these trends of send Hook, Hook hype, Hook gang.
I saw the one that said I'm a hooker. I saw that one.
Yeah, I saw that one. I just saw that one too. That said I'm a hooker. Oh man, these people have been hyping it up all day. On a scale of 1 to 10, how would you rate this match with Hook and Fuego?
10. 10. 10. I'm gonna give it a 10, bro. I'm gonna give it a 10, bro. I'm gonna give it a 10. This is perfection, bro. This was perfection.
Yeah, I agree. The entrance, the dark lights, then the music hits. This man got a big pop. These people he got a big pop from the Long Island crowd. He's got the nice mop of hair that stands up. I like that part of him, to be perfectly honest with you. Then the amateur smooth, crisp wrestling from Hook. Fuego might have gotten a few moves on him. But then at the end, Hook puts Fuego del Sol to sleep and taps him out. Really good match for the 5 minutes that it was. Let me tell you, man, he's so over with these people. You got people on social media making send Hook accounts, all these hashtags. He was mega over tonight. It was to the fact when Fuego was going for his tornado DDT, he was actually getting booed. If you listen to it very closely, those people in Long Island were actually booing Fuego del Sol when he was trying to attempt a tornado DDT, but Hook countered. He just slammed him to the ground, gave him a massive clothesline, put him to sleep. He's going to be super over. I think the next set of pillars in AEW is Dante Martin, Daniel Garcia, Lee Moriarty, and Hook. I think those are your next four pillars after the current 4 right now. Hook is going to be amazing in AEW, in my opinion. He's going to get Team Taz super over. He's by far the most over guy on Team Taz. I honestly think with him being this over, this will get more screen time for not only him, but for the entire group, and this will be beneficial for Ricky Starks, Taz, and Hobbs. I love this, man. I really love this. I'm happy for Team Taz. They're one of my favorite things on Dynamite, and they're one of my favorite things on AEW television right now. I can tell this feud with Leo Rush and Dante Martin is going to be really good for them. I'm just super happy, man. I am just super happy. They went to commercial right before the match. They came back on. I was sitting on the couch. Hook's music started to play. I grabbed my bag of chips and I immediately went to go sit on the floor in anticipation. It's just awesome, man. It was really awesome. He's awesome. He should be the next world champion, though. You're right.
I'm in agreement with you on that, man. I'm in agreement with you on that. I'm in agreement with that. I'm in agreement with you on that, man. Like I said before we started recording, bro, put the AEW title on him. Put that TNT title on him, bro. He don't even need a tag team partner, bro. Put the tag team titles on him, bro. He don't need no tag team partner, bro. But in all seriousness, though, this is in all seriousness, though, this is one of the best in-ring debuts I've seen. This is one of the best in-ring debuts I've seen. I think Hook is absolutely money. He is going to be an absolute massive star. And with Hook being this good already, I like the possibilities that this opens up. Now, one possibility I was talking about with a friend on Twitter. Shout out to my friend Zach. We were talking about this on Twitter. Is with Hook being this good already. Now, granted, he's had one match. But he's had one match. But in that one match, the dude looked fucking amazing. So, with Hook looking this good here, with Hook looking as good as he did in the ring here, my friend Zach pitched an idea to me. Why not have Team Taz go for all the gold? You have Ricky Starks. And kind of have him be the TNT champion. You can have, Hook and Hobbs go after the tag team titles. You have Hook and Hobbs go after the tag team titles. I really like that. I really like that a lot. If that was the way they were going to use Hook, it's probably keeping him. It's probably keeping him in a tag team where he can come in. Where he can come in. Where he can come in. He can show off. And he can come in. He can look impressive, but he's not being relied on to carry a whole match by himself. He has Will Hobbs there, and he has 3 other guys there to help him out. Because he is new, even though the guy looked, even though the guy looked like the second coming of Kurt Angle tonight, he is still new to the wrestling business. With all that being said, but I think this guy is absolute money right here, bro. Put all the championships on this man immediately. Hook is that dude, bro. He's that dude, bro. Hook that dude, bro.
Bro, I'm telling you right now, he's going to give Team Taz that spark they were missing. I don't know what it was, but ever since the feud with Sting and Darby Allin, they've been missing something. They haven't been a big part on the television show. I don't know what I don't know what it is. They got the FTW on title on Ricky Starks, and I feel like now, with Dante turning on Team Taz and swerving them with Leo Rush, and then bringing in the secret weapon Hook, it's almost like Team Taz is complete now. You got Ricky Starks, the FTW champion. You got Taz, who's running the whole thing. Powerhouse Hobbs, Hook. They're complete. They're honestly going to be one of the most. I'm telling you. I'm telling you, dude. They're honestly going to be one of the most over factions in the entire AEW company right now. Ricky Starks is awesome. Yeah. Powerhouse Hobbs is great. And Hook's over as hell. He's super over. And Taz is one of the best on the microphone in AEW. This will be great things for Team Taz, I think. And they deserve it.
Oh yeah, absolutely, and absolutely. That's one of the positive things I can honestly say about the wrestling community. For all the toxicity that's in the community. One of the most positive things I say about the community is this: Hook got over based off of a meme, bro. and he got over like Rover Brown. We were here to support Hook the whole way. He got in the ring, bro. The dude looked like Kurt Angle 2.0 now. He's going to be one of the most overacts in AEW. Thanks, not only in large part to AEW, but because of that Send Hook, but because of that Send Hook account, bro. No, but because of that Send Hook account, bro. Hook is going to be absolutely over. It's absolutely fantastic, man. Hook!
Yeah, dude, how crazy it is to think. I don't want to take shots, but I'm going to have to. How crazy is it that with one match and just him standing there like this on the ringside and, his bag of chips and all that stuff, Hook is more over than anybody on NXT 2.0. And you can't tell me that's a
anybody
lie.
on the WWE roster.
Yeah, dude, seriously, he's more over than anybody. He's more over than everybody on NXT 2.0, and he's more over than everybody on Monday Night Raw. I'm not kidding you.
Yeah.
The only person he might not be more over than in the WWE is probably Roman Reigns. And I can't think of anybody else. Can you?
Roman Reigns fears Hook. We gotta get Roman Reigns fears Hook.
Dude, Roman Reigns is not the head of the table anymore. Roman Reigns is not my tribal chief anymore. Hook's my tribal chief.
Amen.
Gotta say it, man. Hook's my tribal chief. Let's hear it.
Hook is my tribal chief. Hook is my head of the table. Hook is my Lord and Savior. Hook is everything, bro. Fear that man Hook, bro. Respect Hook.
Oh, man. The last thing actually the two final things I'm going to say, shout out to Fuego del Sol because he made Hook look really good in that match as well. Fuego is great. He's a great addition to the AEW roster, I think. And also, we need to see a live performance of Chairman's Intent by Action Bronson at Revolution. If you listen, Tony Khan, if you're listening to this, we need a live performance of Hook's theme song at the AEW Revolution pay-per-view. If I don't go and see a live performance of Hook's AEW theme song in person, I'm going to be very upset. I'm telling you right now.
Hey, man, I agree with that, man. I agree with that, man. I agree with that. I agree with that. But yeah, I agree with that. Yeah, get Action Bronson live to perform his theme, and shout out to Fuego del Sol. Fuego del Sol did an excellent job in making Hook look like $1 million in that match. So shout out to you, Fuego.
Absolutely. So that's all the Hook talk we have for the Rampage review tonight. Wednesday, it's a big night. Winter is coming. One of the big shows after Full Gear, right at the end of 2021. We have the matches so far announced. Bryan Danielson and Adam Page for the World Championship. That is the big match on Wednesday night. Also, we have Dante Martin and MJF for the Dynamite Diamond Ring. Serena Deeb and Hikaru Shida 3. Pretty sure it's the final match. And also tonight is Matt Sydal against Wardlow. So that's a random match, but I think Wardlow's going to kill him. So there you have it. The main event of tonight's show, Adam Cole against Wheeler Yuta of the Best Friends. I'm going to be completely honest with you guys. I love Adam Cole. I love Orange Cassidy. I love the Super Click. But I would say 70% of this main event, I was on Twitter reading tweets about Hook. I'm not lying to you. But from what I saw, the match was pretty good. Wheeler Yuta held his end on this match against Adam Cole. Hanged in there with him. Adam Cole just beat him at the end. Last shot. And then after the match, we get a stare down between the Super Click and the Best Friends. and Bobby Fish starts the attack by taking out Trent, and they all lay out the best friends. Orange Cassidy eats a low blow from Adam Cole, and Trent, who had just had spinal neck surgery, takes a BTE trigger right on the neck. So there you go. That's the way Rampage ended tonight, was the Elite and the Super Click laying out the best friends to end the show after what was a pretty good main event with Adam Cole and Wheeler Yuta. Mr. Johnson, what'd you think of it? And then we will get out of here.
I thought this is a good main event to close out Rampage. I thought this is a good main event to close out Rampage tonight. Wheeler Yuta was not going to get the win, obviously, but I thought Wheeler Yuta looked good in there. And I thought Wheeler Yuta looked. I thought he looked good. I thought he looked good. In there with Adam Cole. I really enjoyed this match, and I enjoyed the post-match beatdown angle too. And to steal a phrase from one of my favorite Twitter accounts on Twitter, to steal a phrase from one of my favorite Twitter accounts on Twitter, Toriano fan account, the heat, bro, the heat that the Super Click got for attacking Trent in his hometown, bro. Talk about the heat that they got. But in all seriousness, though, I thought this was a good match, and I thought the beatdown was a good way to close out Rampage. You know, I like Bobby Fish hoping to click out. Kyle O'Reilly is coming. Kyle O'Reilly coming to AEW is almost confirmed at this point. Kyle O'Reilly coming to AEW is almost confirmed. Is almost confirmed at this point. I really enjoyed the attack to win the show, and I thought them giving the BT trigger on the neck of Trent was a nice touch. I thought that was a nice touch because Trent just came back from spinal fusion neck surgery, so I thought that was a nice touch to end what I thought was an overall show.
Hey, listen, going back to Bully Ray, you know how Adam Cole's theme song is, it's all about the boom. Well, if this was if this was Bully Ray's theme song, the beginning intro would be, it's all about the heat, because that's what it's all about, man. It's all about the heat.
That's heat. One of my favorite. That's one of my favorite videos on Twitter. Whenever somebody does something dastardly, you just say "bull around here." That's heat.
Wait, what video are you talking about?
You haven't seen the video. It's like 2 seconds. It's like 2 seconds long. It's like 2 seconds long. A Bully Ray just saying, "That's heat."
No, I swear to God, I have not seen that.
Oh my God, bro! When I find the video, I'll send it to you. But it's like he's in his busted open get up. He's in his busted open office, and he's just like, "That's heat." It's one of the it is one of the funniest videos on Twitter. Especially, bro, you'll see that video. Bro, you'll see that video a bunch, especially when like a heel does something. Especially when like a heel does something dastardly. That video will be under it right immediately, bro.
I gotta go look for it now when we're done. But ladies and gentlemen, we are done here tonight on the channel. Thank you all so much for joining us here for the Rampage review. If you're not already, be sure to subscribe to the Big Fight Fuel channel. No Dolphins game this weekend, so I'm taking the weekend off. Just going to lay back, relax. Honestly, I'm probably going to take Monday and Tuesday off as well. So probably the next video I'm going to make is Wednesday with Winter is Coming. I'm not going to have a lot of content next week like I did this week. Just probably going to be 3 videos like this week because I'm going home. I think I'm going home Thursday to New Jersey for Christmas. So I'm not going to be making that much content next week. I will be back with the AEW Winter is Coming review on Wednesday night with Wesley Williams and my guy right here, Cameron Johnson. Comment down below your thoughts on tonight's episode of AEW Rampage. Hit the like button if you like what you heard from myself and Cameron Johnson on the show tonight. And follow me on Twitter and Instagram as well at Colin_Joseph. Cam, where can they follow you on social media, my friend?
Follow me on the Twitter sticks at Cam71101, and also make sure you follow me on the Twitter sticks at Cam71101, especially if you want to see a grown man, especially if you want to see me complain on Twitter when the Pacers inevitably trade one of our players. So if you want to see me complain and cry on Twitter, make sure you follow me on there. Also, make sure you subscribe to the CNE podcast, available on all platforms as we got some big end of year stuff coming. We got our second annual prediction show. All-star lineup put together for that show. For what will be our last show of the year. So if that interests you, subscribe to the CNE podcast on all platforms.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we will see you next Wednesday for the Big Winner is Coming review here on the Big Fight Fuel channel. So y'all have a good night, stay safe, and as always, man, stay classy. We out. Peace.